We are a weekly podcast, Soul of a Gamer.
Hey, I'm smart this time.
Let's not go that far, okay?
I won't fuck it up again.
I love pressing that button. That was my favorite button. Yes.
It's definitely.
This game gets really fucking weird.
Yeah, so you do acid and then you go into the hamster shit.
And this week is
Night Trap.
Night Trap.
They're right behind you. Night Trap. 10-year-old birthday party. Next scene, kill the kid.
You got to kill the kid. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, car is coming. Throw your body into the car and die. All I could do every time I was playing Ethan was just would start walking around and go, Jason!
Oh, God.
It's
Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, is that what that is? That
I'm pretty sure.
Is that
Yeah.
is that Emperor's New
I'm pretty
Groove?
sure it's Emperor's New Groove. I'm pretty sure he's just walking around doing it.
You're probably right. I know that happened at one point in my life.
I've
heard
watched
it.
that movie so much that that was the
I've only
first
watched it a
instinct
single
I did.
time.
I've watched it over 30 times easily. I
watched it when I was a child. When you're supposed to watch that movie.
I love that so much, and I love that comedy duo so much that
Yeah.
I also watched Rules of Engagement multiple times.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like Rules of Engagement. It's an okay show.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome.
We are Soul of a Gamer podcast. I'm Scott,
And I'm Steven.
and we're coming at you with the hot takes today.
Yes, they're takes and they're hot.
What? Why don't you tell them what we're doing today, Steven?
All right, we're doing some of the best songs / soundtracks, and then we are also doing the noises that unsettle us the most.
Yeah, I chose some songs that unsettle me, also, not just
Ooh.
noises.
That
So
would've been good.
there's a mix in there too.
That would have been good. All right,
Yeah.
all right.
So, do you want to start this out? Do you want to tell us a song
Yeah.
or soundtrack you like a lot?
So I thought about
wonder
this
if we're gonna have
so
this-
much.
I honestly wonder if we're gonna have one of the same ones on here. I don't think you'll
Well,
have
we're
my other
definitely-
two.
We're definitely gonna have one of the same ones, and I
Do you
wrote
think so?
even next to it. Scott will probably bring it up.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's see.
Well, Night Trap.
Oh no, I didn't actually choose that one. Now
You didn't actually put Night Trap on there. I
Here's
thought you
my
were going to.
defense on not putting this in there. All right, did you put it on yours or did you just like?
I put it on there as a thing that I knew you were gonna say, so I didn't put it on my list.
Okay, good. Because
Yeah.
my thing with Night Trap is one song in there is really good.
Yes.
But then the rest of the game, there's basically no soundtrack except for mild noises every once in a while.
Well, I said best song or soundtrack.
I know, but,
it's a conversation
I-
of both.
I like that the song really reflecting the entirety of the game, not just one instance of the game, you know?
I mean, it's the title track.
Yes, but here's
no,
the
I know what
thing.
you mean though.
Like
it
when
doesn't
I'm
actually
thinking of
give
this
the
is why I
story
didn't
of the
put
game.
Star Wars on my list either because it's so iconic as a movie as well that it's hard to say even though the soundtracks for the games are fucking phenomenal, they usually are very derivative of the movie soundtracks.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, I won't put that on there. But the soundtrack for Star Wars, when you think about it, they play that music all throughout the movie, and no matter where they put it, it fucking fits.
Yeah, true.
That's how good that music is. If you were to do that with Night Trap while they're in the bathroom getting gang raped by the multiple prongs. Can't remember what they're called, but
Yeah, I think it's prongs.
you can't put it there. You can't because
Oh,
it's gonna
God.
be awkward as shit.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean that scene was controversial enough.
Yeah, right. And then you go Night Trap right on top of it.
you.
No, actually, they're
Uh,
right in front of you. Dick's out and all. Let's go.
Oh no.
No, that is not a real rape scene, guys. I'm just fucking with you.
It's really not, but a lot of people thought it was. That's why it was.
Yeah, but I mean, it
controversial.
does heavily imply that it might turn into one at some point off screen.
I mean, it definitely. Young girl in her nightie in the bathroom, someone hiding in the shower. It looked
Not
wrong
just someone,
in every way.
7 someones.
Yeah, it looked wrong in every way.
Yeah,
didn't
nothing
paint a
right
good
about that
picture.
whatsoever.
All right,
Anyway,
but,
please tell me your first one now that we've gotten that out of the way.
All right, so first one I wanted to bring up was one I totally knew about before. I knew it was in a game, but I fell in love with, and it's actually from one of my favorite bands. Well, the lead singer of one of my favorite bands. And it's actually from one of your favorite franchises ever.
Ooh.
It is from Sonic, and it's His
Nice.
World.
Is it from Sonic Adventure? Because all the Sonic Adventure
I
songs are fucking
I
awesome.
think so. I think that's what it's from. I can't remember exactly what Sonic thing it was from. I'll have to look
It's
it up.
probably
But
one of the adventures because they had like they had tracks written for the fucking game for each character, and I was like, no fucking way they did this for this.
oh gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was, and
see.
even Supersonic had his own theme, and I was like, that's crazy.
It says original soundtrack Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't know. That might be
It's just the theme of Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right. Well, whatever.
But I wonder if it's the main scene of like one of the shows or something. Maybe I don't know, but I think it's in the games as well. But it's an amazing song. The lead singer of it is from the band Zebrahead.
Nice.
And they're awesome. It's just a really awesome like punk rock rap vibe.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Boo. Boo. That sucked. Boo. All right. Of course, we are going to fucking. We're going to talk about soundtracks, and of course, we're going to talk about Halo. Like you can't.
What?
Like. Honestly, this is the one that I thought would be on both of ours because Halo is just such an iconic fucking that it still gives me goosebumps to this day when I hear it. I'm like, oh, that's fucking sweet. That is so fucking cool.
This goes in a list of honorable mentions for me because I wanted to, and I thought you were going to kind of go with this because you always say this with songs all the time because you're always like, I never listen to these soundtracks in the car.
No,
so,
and I wouldn't listen to this in the car. But what I'm saying is, like, if it were to come on, I would get goosebumps.
Well, I mean, I would still listen to it if it came on my playlist, but like I wouldn't listen to the whole soundtrack.
No. I mean, I have before. Martin O'Donnell, who I believe writes the entire soundtrack for it, is a fucking phenomenal composer, and he's done a shit ton. Like, he's not just video game centric. He's done like a lot of movies and shit too. Like, he's an actual real composer. So when you listen to his stuff, like, even though it's kind of like video game ish, it's less. My problem with video game soundtracks is they always throw these weird, like my buddy listens to them. They throw these weird fucking songs in there. They don't mean anything. They're not fun. They're not cool. They're just kind of like, and they'll drop the character's name 15 times. And you'll be like, can we stop talking about this guy already? I don't give a shit. But this is one of those ones where you could it's almost like putting on classical music. You know, you could listen to this if you're just trying to fill in noise.
Well, and so, yeah, my list is all containing songs that I would literally listen to just on their own. But like I have a lot of honorable mentions on here, like the Halo theme song, Ezio's Family theme song from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Obviously the Last of Us soundtrack, Minecraft, Skyrim, Legend of Zelda. I mean, Final Fantasy. Like all these are ones that everyone says all the time, and they're all amazing and all spectacular. Like they're not beaten by anything.
Yeah.
But they're not something I'd ever listen to in my car. Like I wouldn't mind it, but I never would seek it out. Like if someone put it on, I would listen to it, but I'm not putting it on myself.
For sure. And that's what I agreed with. I did I did all soundtracks, I think, just because some of these soundtracks I respect so much. And the Halo theme is definitely not theme, but the entire soundtrack is just so fucking good. Like every time a song comes on for Halo, holy shit, is it fucking, it's a monster masterpiece. It's amazing. And again, it's just one of those instances where they can reuse that same intro, that multiple times during the entire game, and you don't get tired of it.
I remember when T-posing was such a big thing on like TikToking and being viral and memey, and everyone started doing like T-posing in bathrooms, and guys were doing it while singing the Halo theme song. They would just start doing the
I mean, it's just such a cool fucking song, though. Oh, God,
the whole,
so
all
cool.
of it, like everything of it is incredible. I have to give it to you. Like it really, really is.
He did like we said, we wouldn't seek it out. I'm not gonna put it on in my car unless I'm feeling like super nostalgic. But like if it came on the radio, I'd probably listen to the one song all the way through.
Yeah.
All right, what's your next one, Steven?
Next one for me is actually going to be from Black Ops 2. This one, is another just great band. Avenged Sevenfold does the song at the end of this game.
God, boo.
Carry
I
On.
hate them so much. They suck
What?
so hard, dude.
Dude, Avenged Sevenfold rocks.
Do they?
Yes.
Layer any one of their songs with any one of Metallica's songs, and you're gonna see that they don't really rock all that much.
Depending on the song, I prefer Avenged Sevenfold.
I know, but what I'm saying is they took a lot of Metallica songs and just slightly redid them.
I don't
It's really
mind that stuff.
It's really funny. I do. I don't like stealing.
I mean, there's nothing original anymore in this world.
I know, but theirs is especially fucking up. I am telling you, it is the exact same everything, and it's even the theme. You listen to "Hail to the King." What's the song? Is it? It's not "Sad but True." It's the other King song, "King Nothing."
Okay.
I think it's called "King Nothing" by Metallica, and I'm like, are you kidding me? They not only took the entirety of the music of the song, but they also took the King part in the fucking title. You assholes! At least like change it up a bit.
I mean, at least they must not have done it enough to have Metallica fight them or sue them for anything.
No, but everybody knows. Like, there's not a single person who listens to Avenged Sevenfold who doesn't go, oh, they're just a ripoff on Metallica. Except for you, apparently.
Whether they are or not, I dig them. I dig a lot of their songs. They do have a lot of really original songs.
I like Nightmare.
Nightmare's fantastic.
Well,
I
mean, it's good.
I really
It's
do
not
like the song "Carry On," and it's really cool because they actually
My
have
Wayward
like
Son.
No, not My Wayward Son. Get the Kansas shit out of here. No, but seriously, like they have the characters of the game like actually do like the music video with the band like fully animated at the end of the game. It's a fantastic scene. It sums up the entire game. It's really just like a badass moment. It's an awesome rock song. Kicks ass.
Okay. I hate it, but okay. Will there be peace when they are done?
No, there won't be.
Okay, well then.
I mean, that's why they keep making new Call of Duty games every year, because there's no peace. It's all war.
Okay, well, my next one. Okay, so this is one. This soundtrack is so wanted that on their re-release of the game, they specifically said you are not allowed to stream this game if all you are doing is streaming the soundtrack.
Okay.
This is how good this soundtrack is. This is one of the most like phenomenal soundtracks you've ever heard in your life. And it's the Kingdom Hearts series soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, you go into the game and the first warning that comes up that says, if you are streaming this and you are not playing the game, we will sue you. You're not allowed to use the soundtrack. It's so funny.
Simple and Clean is one of the songs on my list.
Simple and Clean?
From Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, I'm thinking of the main theme. People love that fucking...
Oh, I mean, all of Kingdom Hearts music's amazing.
Yeah, so I watched these videos of people just like, whenever I need to do something calming and think, they'll just put on the main screen for Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, no.
It is so, and all their the ending to every game, the song they do for the ending and the song they do for the beginning, fucking phenomenal, written by the same artist who's just awesome. She's a big Japanese artist, and she did the song both in complete Japanese and then reverted it all to English.
I think that's the Simple and Clean song that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It is. Like, it's just amazing how good that soundtrack actually is. How like deeply rooted the thought of each song is, and even like taking the right, the Little Mermaid thing, but tweaking it in such a way that it's not just the Little Mermaid. It's intertwined with Kingdom Hearts. Like they did a really good fucking job at the soundtrack.
Well, and I mean, my brother David, he does like the same thing. He has his PlayStation on, and he'll like hover over Kingdom Hearts or over Final Fantasy, and he'll just sit and listen to that title music.
What a
fucking we'll just all be
nerd!
Talking. Wow, that's just, dude, it's incredible music.
I know. I watch people do it all the time. I wouldn't do it because I can just find it on YouTube. But
I mean, that's fair. If the PlayStation's already on, then might as well while it's there,
and it's going to keep playing no matter what.
Exactly.
And never stop.
Exactly.
Don't stop till you get enough. Someone said.
Come on. Yeah.
Don't touch me now. Rush Hour.
Next one for me, I'm actually going to go with let's go with from Alan Wake.
Ooh.
I actually am gonna say Alan Wake 2 soundtrack, especially. I love some of the songs from Alan Wake 1, but Alan Wake 2 soundtrack, I started playing that recently. It is phenomenal.
Nice.
It is so just awesome in every way. And band that was in the first game, Old Gods of Asgard, comes back in the second game as well.
Nice.
So fucking
It's
kick
like,
ass. But
my honorable mention is Left 4 Dead 2.
oh, nice.
The what's the band name?
I don't remember.
Thunder something? Thunderbirds?
I have no idea.
I don't remember. It's not the Fabulous Thunderbirds, not the real band, but it's like it's the we all went up to the mountain. It's just such a cool, that stupid Left 4 Dead level where you're on the actual stage having to play the fucking song.
Nice, yeah.
So fucking good.
I mean, and I think this might have been one of the songs from the moment where you are fighting on stage in Alan Wake, Poet and the Muse. It's so fucking awesome. Honestly, like the music in Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2
they did a great job.
So great. And I love Old Gods of Asgard actually is it's a pseudo band. They're actually a real band. I think it's like oh god, I read this earlier and I totally forgot. So it's like Poets of the Fallen or something like that is their actual band name.
Oh, are they a Finnish or Danish band or something?
Something like that.
I feel like I've heard the name before.
But then they did this under a pseudonym, Old Gods of Asgard, just for Alan Wake 1 and 2.
Nice.
So it's all really awesome music. It's fucking rad. It's really cool. It's old school.
Finally, Steven gave us a good fucking choice.
Yeah, I got a Scott stamp of approval.
All right, my last soundtrack here. I'm gonna go with Skies of Arcadia.
I knew you were gonna bring this game up.
So there's nothing in there that's like, every song in there to me, every little area is so fucking cool. But I think JRPGs just are really good at writing music too, because they know they have to encompass this giant fucking realm where everything is similar but just sounds a little bit different. So, and I really think with them, they just have to try 10 times harder than like a 9-level game would have to try, you know?
That's fair.
And to keep, like, even Final Fantasy VII, like how much of the music in there is really cool, and just you could do the remake and it's even fucking cooler. And like,
seriously though, like
JRPGs are just meant to have good soundtracks, good, like, pleasing, nice areas, horrible, like, death areas where everybody around you is dying, war zone areas. Like, they are just so good at developing a story with their music that it's hard not to give them an honorable mention. And then with Skies of Arcadia being one of my favorite games, like, honestly, the music in there is on fucking point. Some of the areas you're just like, I want to just live here forever because it's so nice sounding. Can we just stay here, please? Do I have to go on to fight the evil guy?
Yes, you do. All right. No, that's a good choice. I've never played it, so I don't know the music at all. But
you'd like it. You'd love it. It's honestly, it's one of the best games of all time. I want to do. I keep debating whether I'm going to do like a stream of it, but it is so fucking long. I don't think I want to try to do a 600-hour stream.
But if you get the followers for it, it'd be worth it.
It would be, but I mean, I don't stream full time, so it's not something I really care to try.
That's fair.
And I have to be like, well, I'm playing this on my GameCube, even though I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
They don't want Nintendo's hammer of justice coming down on me. Yeah,
it's coming down hard.
Assholes. All right. Do we want to move on to our next little thing?
Well, I had a couple others I was going to mention if that was all right.
Go for it.
All right. So another one I wanted to really mention was from Metal Gear Solid 5, actually. It's Sins of the Father. Both
Hail to the King.
Yeah. The other really popular Metal Gear song is probably the Snake Eater song. They're both so like James Bond-esque kind of music entries.
They kind of sound like that, honestly. Sins of the Father sounds like a James Bond song.
Dude, and it hits so hard. It's sung by Donna Burke. It's got this just fantastic moment, and when she starts like belting it out, it's almost like one of those like big like Celine Dion moments where you're just like, or Adele moments where you're just like, holy shit, like this is epic, and the brass kicks in super amazingly, and you're just like, yep, this is what I like. It's just such epic good music, and it fits so perfectly in a spy kind of thriller kind of a game, and it makes you feel like you're watching The Incredibles or James Bond or anything like that. So gotta love that one.
Okay.
Another one I wanted to throw out there was from a kind of indie game that didn't get a lot of love that I wanted to give more love to. Metal Hellsinger. This actually had a lot of
idea what that
really.
is.
This is a like tempo shooting game, so like shooting on the beat kind of game. The only reason I think this game failed more is because you only get to hear the entirety of the song if you keep your combos up. So like at 2 times multiplier, you hear like the guitar. At 4 times multiplier, you hear guitar and bass. 8 times multiplier, you hear with drums, and then you add the vocals.
Maybe they lower that to like you don't get to keep hearing the entire song unless you're at 2 times multiplier.
Yeah,
because then it keeps you like in it a bit, but it doesn't necessarily make you like weird, I guess you could say.
Yeah, like it wasn't too hard to keep up a decent multiplier, but to keep it all the way up to 16 sometimes was a little difficult.
Oh, and then just like, I don't know, if the whole point of your game is music, like you would want to present it as clearly and as presently as you can.
Well, and especially when you get some of the people you get to sing in this. Like, this game has some amazing metal vocalists, including Serge Tankin
from I know. Yes, I can't remember why. System of a Down.
System of a Down, yes.
Yeah.
He does the song No Tomorrow in this game. It's so
nice.
good.
Love his fucking voice. His voice
he's got
weird.
One of the best voices, dude. He's so incredible.
Not the best, I will say, but it's one of the most unique fucking voices you could have.
It's one of those ones that no one really
I understand
imitates.
what you mean by best, but it's not like best is not the right word.
It's best because it stands out. It's best because it sticks with you. It hits hard.
Yeah, because you could argue that like Sam Smith has a much better voice than he does,
100%.
Yeah,
it's like way more fluid
Sam
and beautiful.
Smith, but it sounds like every other guy's voice who's trying to do music right now. Serge's fucking voice is just unique as shit. You'll always recognize him no matter what fucking band he's gonna be in. Like he is
like he's more comparable with like Chester Pennington than he is like somebody else. Like someone who has just like an iconic voice.
Loose comparison.
I'm not,
because Serge is so fucking like unique. It's insane.
Yes.
But yeah, I will say, like, if you are like, even with how mad you are that you don't get to listen to the whole soundtrack, like imagine if you're streaming that game and you want to sing along with it, but you can only do that at fucking 16 times the multiplier. Like, and what if people just want to sing along to the fucking game? Like, you maybe put an option in there that says like hard mode is you have to get multipliers to unlock the instruments. Easy mode is you get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be, but if it's not, then they should add that in.
Honestly, I agree with that because as much as I like the idea of rhythm shooting, but I'm not the best rhythmically, especially when trying to like dodge and stuff, because it's almost like a Doom-esque style game with how fast the gunplay and stuff is and like boss fights in it. So it feels very Doom, but like trying to do that while dodging demons and like thousands of projectiles, you're like, fuck, I can't keep a rhythm while doing
like
this.
Even think of it this way: if you're at your favorite part of the song and then your wife comes in and says something, hey honey, can we do this? And you have to take 1 second to be distracted, and you get to miss your favorite part of the fucking song. Like,
true.
Like, I just don't agree with that. I think that
or your cat jumps on you and bugs your controller.
Like any one thing happens that distracts you for 1 second, you can miss like one of the coolest parts of a song, which you do not want to miss.
Which sucks because that was another thing. Like for soundtrack, I almost wanted to bring up Bullets Per Minute because that soundtrack is fucking wild. But it's a rhythm game, and if you don't get the rhythm right, it doesn't like dilute the song like this one does, but it does like just everything stops in the game. Everything comes to a halt when you're like, doof, and your gun doesn't fire. You're like, fuck.
That'll teach you from being a dummy, I guess. That's a harsh punishment. It's like in Guitar Hero when you miss a note and it makes a dunk, 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 dunk sound, and you're like, I want to hear this part.
Well, I mean, that was the thing even in like Guitar Hero when you missed something and it was like,
but the song would keep playing through that too. Though.
True,
that's the difference.
True. But yeah, I mean, I love those style of games, but yeah, I do hate that like it does kind of dilute the whole feeling of the game and the song when it just completely stops you when you miss a beat.
I think that's a great point. I think like a lot of those people just need to make like a much more fluid game type in order to keep people's attraction to it.
Well, they're incredible games, honestly. They really are fun to play, but I'm not the greatest at rhythm games, especially in fast-paced moments. Because in a lot of games I panic. Something I realized.
You have to be counting in rhythm games, like essentially
Yes, exactly.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and you're doing that non-stop, and like again, one thing distracts you, you're off your time.
Well, in a lot of those games too, you do more damage the higher your multipliers are too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like you need that to even
Or you get more
progress
points
further
or
in
whatever.
game. Yeah, or more points, everything.
Yeah.
So
all right,
yeah.
well, let's move on to our second part of this little hot takes. We're going to be talking about the sounds that creep us the fuck out.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yes.
Not really that specific, but I did that.
I definitely did ones that are like super unsettling, like ones that you're just like, fuck.
Fuck you, you fucking misers.
Do you want to go first on this one?
Sure. So I'm going to start with literally any sound from Minecraft. Literally any single one. You pick your fucking sound. It's
from this one.
See, and that's the problem is I can't get specific because no matter what you're down in a mine and you have half a heart left and you hear the spider and you turn around and it fucking kills you and you're like, God damn it! Or you're in the end. Yeah, you're in the end and you're just like warping around the things and suddenly you hear the fucking Enderman start screaming and you're like, God damn it, run!
Oh God, the Enderman scream. I forget about that sound.
That's a weird like one. Every sound in Minecraft is so like
I saw a lot of people,
and it's always like at the moments when you're like teetering on the edge of a fucking cliff that goes down 600 blocks, and you're like, I can't die here. If I die here, I lose everything. If I lose everything, I'm going to die.
Even I saw a lot of people on a lot of lists had just mining sounds in Minecraft, just because of the. I think it's 16 or 17 different sounds that play while you're doing it, and there are some really weird and creepy ones, and like just like the random like train whistles, like you're not expecting it. It's just like, what the fuck? Wow.
Yeah, like literally, like every sound from Minecraft is the worst sound of all time. It's so hard playing that game. Like I normally take the headphones out and I listen to something else because I don't.
I do have a worst though, because there is a worst in Minecraft.
Okay,
and it's easily the worst, and it's basically an entire zone of the game, but it's easily the most terrifying.
What you got?
It's not even fucking close. It is the Underdark, and it is with the Warden.
Yep.
My God,
literally, that's what I was about to say. Is it the Warden?
Is the most terrifying thing.
Yep.
Especially because everything has
to be
the
strongest thing. Like it's just
it is. It definitely is. Yeah.
I thought the Wither was still stronger.
Oh, I think the Wither is technically the strongest still. You can't. Yeah.
And the End Dragon or whatever.
Well, I guess. Like I wasn't thinking of like boss mobs. Because it's not really a thing you can kill. Like you kill it, but you don't like get anything from it.
Yeah.
And it's really extremely hard to kill.
Okay.
Yeah. But the Warden, like, so in this area, it's at the lowest. I think it has to be -60 or below on the map. It's -60 blocks down or below, and it's usually down really far. And you get to this area, and all of a sudden, you'll start walking by these like things that light up and have this like luminescence and this little like cute sounds of, and it's sending these sound waves in these
cute sounds.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, what's that little like light bubbly sound? It's so cute. And you see these light blue lights, and you see the sound traveling, and you're like, oh, that's so adorable. And then all of a sudden, the Warden hears that, because the Warden hears anything, and he fucking comes after you because he's blind. And this area is completely dark for the most part, except for when everything lights up when you make sounds, which is also crazy and creepy as hell. But this Warden, you'll hear the ground under you start, and it'll start just rumbling around. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck? He pops out through the fucking ground. If you're good enough and fast enough to run away and can get away a little bit, he'll start chasing you. And if he loses like scent of you for a second, he'll start walking around and start sniffing for you because he has no sight. And then he waits for you to make a sound, and if he smells you or hears you, he shoots an air blast that can go through the ground at you. That takes like half of your fucking health, and it comes out of nowhere. It's terrifying. This guy is insanely creepy in every way.
And
the
he's
thing
like
that sucks,
super strong, which is the worst part about it.
Yes, even wearing the most heavy armor, I think it's a 2-hit or 3-hit kill on you. And the thing that sucks too is like the first time you come down to this area, the first 2 times you set off the alarm, nothing happens. The third time you set off the alarm, he comes. So it's even worse because you're like, oh, what's happening? Like there's something like happening, and then all of a sudden the third time he's like, I'm here, bitch.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, dude, it's the most terrifying. It gets me every time. I get like a little bitch. Me and my wife are both sitting there like don't you fucking make it sound.
Your day is tonight, Warden.
Like we're both like yelling at each other to be as quiet as possible, and we're like whispering in the house. Like
what is
that's
the
how
point in
terrified we
going
are.
down there? Are there cool things down there you can get?
It's honestly one of the funnest things, like because there's so much to explore. The areas are huge. It's like this vast city underneath with all these chests, a whole structure down there that's like a castle.
Any netherite or anything like that?
I think there is sometimes netherite, but there's also there's some enchantments that you can only get down there.
Okay.
And there's some blocks for armor designs that you can only get down there. And there's a huge hint that there might be something in that big structure because there's a giant like portal shape thing at the top of this structure that actually has like a hidden door that you can get into with a code. And so a lot of people are saying that, and it's got a lot of like redstone actually like builds. It's got some redstone builds inside of this structure, like light switches and stuff that are like inside of the structure, which makes people think it's going to go to a different world at some point. Like that structure is going to be a portal. It hasn't been announced or anything. Out. Yeah. But this whole part of the game, it's very new. It's only like a year or two old. Maybe longer, but it's somewhere around 2 years old or so. It's incredible. It's the scariest thing ever, and it really is just the most terrifying thing.
Okay. I'm going to come at you with a little different thing.
Go for it.
The first time you walk into Lavender Town.
I have Lavender Town too.
Nice. So this is like one of the creepiest places you can have, and we'll just both talk about this at this point. Then, if you played the original Pokemon, like you walk into Lavender Town, you're just like, oh my god, what is? Like it's just like throughout the entire game, you never hear sounds like that. You don't hear anything creepy. It's really upbeat. Like it's like listening to the entire Mario soundtrack. Like there's nothing ever creepy. It's always like kind of upbeat and happy, even when he's in like the terrifying areas.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you get the Lavender Town, and then you're just like, I'm gonna die. That's it. Here it is.
Everything's filled with ghosts, and everyone's talking about death, and you're just like, what the fuck's happening here?
And you know that you killed your rival's Raticate, and he's there burying it, and you're just like, I feel bad now. Like I don't feel like a cool person anymore. maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
This whole place is so just got the creepiest vibe, and to this day I don't like this song. It's eerie. I like every time I'm playing the game again, I literally turn off the sound in this, and only in this section. I have the sound on every other section, but it gets to me. I don't like how eerie it is. I don't like how like high pitched it is. I don't like the repeat rhythm of it. Like all of it bothers me on a weird level that I can't even say that I just can't listen to it for very long. And I always, even just bring it up, I'm like, yep. Nope.
Yeah.
Please.
And again, you just feel like, because you meet the Cubone's mom, who's just this dead ghost in the fucking tower, and again, Raticate is dead because you probably killed it on the SS Anne or whatever it's called. There's a lot of things that go into why this is so creepy, like, and a lot of it's because of you, it seems like.
Well, and not only that, but do you remember like all the like stories around the world that started happening, especially in Japan, where like kids were like mysteriously like dying and stuff after hearing this, or having weird things happen to them?
I heard all the fake stories.
There was a ton of fake stories, and a lot of them were proven fake.
They were all
proven fake. But
they're
like
all fake.
It's kind of like a Blair Witch.
It does add to the creepiness of it, for sure.
It's kind of like a Blair Witch Project thing, because they made up that story and it was all fake, but they made it seem so real, and a lot of people believed the hype of it. Kind of like a lot of people believe Slender Man was a real thing, even though it's just a creepypasta. Like,
I mean, that led to actually someone getting almost murdered.
I know, because
They just got up for parole too. I saw the two little girls.
So ridiculous.
And it's sad because they were only like 13 or 14 or 15 or something when they cut this woman's stomach open.
It's so ridiculous. And blaming it on a game that you've it's just
they didn't blame it on the game. This was before the game. This is the creepypasta.
Oh yeah.
Because it was a story on creepypasta too first, I think.
All of it was just like so crazy.
And I think that adds to the notoriety of it. But just being in that town at that moment when that music starts for the first time, like you will not understand the chills. Well, like you get used to it after a while. The first time is just like I don't like this. Go home now, mama.
Fair.
All right. Well, I'll give you my third one since we just both talked about our second one.
Okay.
This is one of the most terrifying sounds in any video game ever. Okay. I will tell you right now, I hate this sound to infinity and fucking beyond. This sound sucks so hard. Dun 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 dun.
Sonic drowning.
Yeah, the Sonic drowning.
I thought you were gonna bring that one up.
Oh my god, guys, you don't understand when you play Sonic 2 and you're on the pipe level and you're jumping like in between, and the music is playing like it's normal. And then it just stops because you only have 5 seconds left to live. It's just like no, jump.
It's the most exhilarating 5 seconds. You're like,
oh my
God, I gotta go.
Or like you're on the level where you kind of go underneath the water, kind of like Mario does. Only in this, they actually make you find air bubbles.
Oh God! And seriously. You will die so many times your first time playing this. I
just
died
trying
a
to
lot.
figure out the drowning shit.
Yes.
Like, oh my God. It was just, but that pipe level, that will forever live in my nightmares. Because it's not just the drowning part. It's like if you jump wrong, you can get smushed against the wall by a pipe. And I call them pipes. They look like pipes to me. They're pretty much rectangular long things that can
remember. Yeah.
They basically turn into stairs and then solid walking pieces and back into stairs.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So as they're turning in the stairs, they shift sides. So now you can go up the opposite side. And while it's doing that, you have to jump up so you can get onto it. But sometimes when you jump, especially if you're hearing the drowning noise, you'll get smushed against the wall and die instead.
That sounds fun.
There are so many levels to fear in that part where you just, and it takes your breath away because you're like, I am literally drowning right now. I feel like I'm fucking drowning.
And it's such an anxiety-inducing noise too.
Yep.
It really is.
Like if I'm ever drowning, I will play that song if I have the ability to.
Fair. All right. Next one for me is gonna be from a game series you brought up earlier, Left 4 Dead, The Witch.
Left 4 Dead. Oh yeah. Oh my God, the crying at the beginning.
The crying and then the scream afterwards, even like her coming after you. Like the crying though, especially, you're just like, fuck, because you don't know where it's coming from. You got to go find it because you know you have to take care of it. So every time
you're gonna die.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh my God, it is. And like it was so fun back in the day. We would play, and like, one of us would always be like, "I got this." Yeah, and they would go up and hit the witch, and then lead it away, and we'd be like, "All right, see you later, buddy.
Bye."
It's called for dead cockbite.
Thanks for being a good sacrifice.
Yep. It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, but yeah, that one always gets to me. It's always a fun one. It's always like terrifying, and every time it just makes everyone who knows the game at all say, "Oh fuck."
I used to love throwing the boomer bile on it, and then all the regular zombies would hoard it, and then it would just fucking slice through them all and find you, and you'd be like, "Why?
Why are you so strong? Why do you hate me?
Why?" And the tank noise, just to hearing the rumbling right before they come.
Oh yeah, seriously, that's even pretty good. God. There's a lot of really good ones in that, but
Left 4 Dead's one of the best fucking series of all time.
It really was really great rate. Do you got another one?
Another one? Nope, that's it for me.
All right, I got one more then. Another zombie game, even though they never say zombie. Clickers. From The Last of Us.
I can see the clickers,
dude. Clickers.
The problem like with Last of Us, I think I had is once you learn how to fight them, it kind of diminishes them. Like with a witch, you never really learn that. You all have to fucking be in sync to fight it. But with the clicker, like you learn pretty fast how to like outmaneuver them, and then you're kind of fine.
Yeah, and I mean, especially on like the higher difficulties when you're like really low on ammo and stuff and resources, like it gets more and more terrifying. I will say that
you only have one use of your knife or whatever, and you fucking
seriously, that
you
sucks so
you're dead.
hard. Especially with the limited resources, like your shiv, you don't want to ever have to use it. So being forced to use it, being caught just one time, it makes all of it a full stealth mission, which makes it way worse. Which if you're playing that way, obviously if you play it on easier difficulties, Scott is right. Once you get a rhythm of it, it's really, they're not too bad. But it is one of those things, especially your first time coming into the room with them, it is so just terrifying because most of the other ones are like talking or mumbling or just eating or just doing normal zombie noises, and then all of a sudden you hear like grudge like noises, like, and it's just like, it's so creepy, it's so cool. And watching the voice actors even do the voices for this, it's really fun, like watching them and how much they distort their heads and their mouths and stuff while they're like making all these noises. I'm like, holy shit, dude, like you guys
are really into this right now.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, I didn't know that you went so hard to try to make that. Like, that's so crazy.
Yeah, I like the clicker one, especially the first time you fucking hear it. It is terror. And the first time there's like 3 just walking around you. Oh my god, it's so
well.
It's
and
like,
the way they shamble around and even everything too, like they're just so unique. And like the fungus growing over their face, so they can't see. So like their clicking sounds are more like a sonar to the. It's so unique. It's so different. It's something that no zombie game I had seen done before. And it's such a like terrifying thing every time, especially like I said on hard difficulties your first time. But it's
although
just awesome.
The hunter jump from Left 4 Dead, you know, a lot from Left 4 Dead is fucking horrifying.
Well, that's why I brought that one up first.
Hearing the hunter fucking jump on you, I would say, is more terrifying.
That's fair. That's fair.
Or the smoker, you hear the cough, and someone just goes, "Smoker, smoker."
A lot of that things. I loved how much they use sound cues to like terrify a group. Like that was so good in a co-op game, and forcing I feel like, communication.
Because Left 4 Dead was like one of those first games that really like went the co-op aspect, and also like really like reinvented how the sounds work. But this is why everyone loves Valve so much, right? Because they just make phenomenal games, and whenever they do, they put every inch of their heart into it. Like,
well, yeah, you love those games where like multiplayer was their focus. Like it was focused on a team, and they did that by the way they did everything. The whole pacing of the game, the whole having to work as a team, the whole like making it so difficult that you have to have good teamwork to make it through. All of you alive, like all the sound cues that just are so good, even for like streaming moments. Oh shit! There's a witch cooking.
I'll give you a couple honorable mentions, and they're from the same game. Of course, we got to mention here Dead by Daylight. The humming of the what's her name? The Huntress.
Oh yeah,
I think it's the Huntress.
Yeah.
The humming, just her humming as she gets closer to you, and
good.
you just being like, I don't know where she is, but I know she's around the corner somewhere.
That's another game that does great with sound design.
The like the heartbeat monitor being off for Michael Myers, and then once you stare at him, it's like it starts the Michael Myers music, and you're like, oh, God. They did have some good moments in those games where they did a really good job, like terrifying you with the fucking sounds.
No, like, and so many horror games do have you have to have impeccable sound design to do a good horror game, because horror is
the sound, it's all gone.
Yeah,
you're scared, but you're not as scared.
You need the atmosphere of it. There's a really cool new horror game that's coming out, or just came out recently, that I saw, where it actually uses your webcam and your mic, and you have to hide and be quiet from the monster, and the monster can see you through the webcam. So you actually have to hide under your desk or under your camera
that's weird.
From the monster.
They're
like,
doing
that's
so fucking
crazy.
Cool things. Like we were just, I sent you that text about the robot game. What's it called again?
Oh, I don't remember.
I can't. Whatever it's called. But essentially, like when you're talking in your mic, your robot's mouth is moving.
Oh
which
yeah.
which is really cool. And then when your robot's mouth is moving, it sends like not an auditory, like there is auditory cues in there, but it's more of like it's sending a message saying, "Hey, this fucker's talking when there's a fucking monster right next to him. Make the monster find him."
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, it's so
I mean,
cool. The
there's
games
a
are
lot
getting
of really
so cool.
Oh yeah, like
They are getting so fucking sweet now.
I know one of the games we're gonna have to play sometime soon is the new game that It Takes Two developers just made.
Yeah.
Split Fiction. That one I started
I've
playing
been seeing
recently.
a
It's
bunch of shit on it.
incredible.
Honestly, people love it.
It sold over 2 million copies in the first week. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
well, because
it's
It Takes Two
so...
did so fucking phenomenal that why
Well, and
wouldn't
this
it?
one's even got higher rating so far. Like, it's
Yeah.
I've played the first couple levels of it so far. It's really incredible.
The Quarry was by them too, right?
No, that was same people as Until Dawn.
Okay, they made another game, I'm pretty sure. Another
It was
game.
A Way Out.
A Way Out, yeah. That's where the two people
the
are
prison
trying to
break
like
game.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to play that sometime, I think.
Yes. I do have all 3 of the games, so we can play all 3 of them. And you only
Hell
need 1
yeah.
copy of the game, and they are all cross-platform, I believe. So Split Fiction, even though I bought it on Xbox, you can play it with somebody on Steam, and they can download a free Game Pass or Friend Pass version of the game.
Okay.
And only one person has to have a
Well,
copy
I mean, It
of
Takes Two had that too.
Yeah, It Takes Two had it as well. I don't think it was cross-platform for It Takes Two, but
It is now.
Yeah, it is now.
But at
originally.
the time it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that was it. That was
Cool.
us.
Tell
I'm
us
gonna
some more
start
hot
leaving
takes that you want to
reviews.
listen.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna start leaving reviews for every game out there, guys, that says like can't be played or can be played with one hand to show how jerk offable you can have it while you're playing.
That sounds fun.
And that's for guys and gals.
So none of the From Software games you can play one-handed. Actually,
you don't
I've
know
seen
that
some
until
people
I
do
give
that.
it a try.
I've seen some people do it, so it's pretty incredible.
And if you can maybe like women, this will be harder, but some guys can really like smash their dick down. Maybe you could hit the A button every once in a while with that.
Oh, actually, the one person I know who did do a whole From Software run, or at least a whole Elden Ring one with one hand, was a female.
Okay. Well, she couldn't use her dick to smash the A button,
but maybe she could use her tit. She could just
maybe, or maybe she had a really long clit or something. You never know. You never know.
We never know.
I'm not gonna say I watched that video, so
you would watch that video.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for checking us out another week. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll probably do another hot takes next week. So
yes.
See you later.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.